What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. As you can see, both me and my good friend Carl, we are overrun with work, and I just came from work, and Carl is doing some work. Very busy day, but we'll try to do one fast one. And Carl, I don't know if he's gonna do the UCL one, but we'll announce it on Twitter if there's any changes. But for now, welcome to the channel, guys. Big up to you. Welcome to the channel. I sent the link to you, Veta and Adam. I see you sent me a message. Guys, welcome to the channel. I hopefully you're having a good evening, a good Monday after this incredible weekend. We beat Aston Villa 3-1. First goal by Rodri. Before I dive into this game, I'm starting to like Rodri as a leader in this team. Let's give him props. This season, everybody has been poor. He's had 2 games where he wasn't to par, but he's been one of our best players this season and one of the most passionate players and somebody who's willing to carry the team. I don't know if next season Gundogan leaves. I know out of sentiment, they'll give the captain's armband to De Bruyne, obviously being senior and what he's done to us. I think Diaz and Rodri as captain, I think would pull this team out of the darkest places. You know what I mean? Because I've been watching them, and for him to have the courage to say, "I want to take the pen," is good. I like that. I like that. Carl, I don't know if you're ready. What do you think of Rodri so far? Just apart in general as a character.
Yeah, good afternoon, good everyone. Welcome to the show. Good to be on. I'm able to. It's been a busy Monday for me. I have this 30-minute window I can use to take a break, my lunch break, to talk about City with you guys. But I mean, Rodri yesterday was hurt from the game against Tottenham. I think that game against Tottenham, and then the issues from Monday morning, I think were just too much for him. I think it showed in the way he played. He played like a demon, like a bat out of hell yesterday. In his performance yesterday, that header, Patrick, that header was not just I want to score, but that header was like I'm going to destroy all of you. Right? That's an angry header. You see the way he ran for that and he headed that ball? That's an angry header. No, let's be clear. The goalkeeper got his hand to it. Right?
Yeah.
He got his hand to that ball. But the header was so powerful. The way he ran and hit that ball with his head was so powerful. The keeper had no choice. And that's the World Cup winning keeper, who's one of the best shot stoppers on the world, in the planet. He's one of the, if not the best shot stopper, one of the best. So, Rodri captain next year, yes, I think he has the mentality for it. It won't surprise me because Pep used to be the captain of Barcelona in that number 6. But I'll tell you who I like more for captain. Father Ruben. Yeah? Father Ruben yesterday was just, I mean, you could just tell when he's back there. Nobody's getting past this guy. No one is getting past him. The way he was charging and getting into the tackle.
I told people there's just extra determination from that guy, and people were like, "No, we shouldn't. He's not all." I was like, it doesn't matter if he cannot pass from the back, which more people hit him with that stick. But the thing about him is, I have seen him. He is okay. You've passed us, but I'm going to tackle you. If I break you down, I'm breaking you down. We just need somebody who has to go in that way. But I've noticed is so far we had defenders who were too clean.
Well, Patrick,
too careful.
I always talk about you, myself, and Veta have talked about this idea that in the back two, right? You need to have what I call a builder and a blocker. If you have too many builders, you get Akanji and Laporte. Nobody's a blocker. You get lack of concentration, like we saw again with Akanji in the game yesterday, right? 2 builders who want to build, who are not switched on, who are not fighting. When you have a builder and a blocker, all of a sudden there's a guy who's charging in and the guy who can build like Laporte can do. And yesterday we had 3. We had a builder, we had a blocker, and we had a walker, right? A builder, a blocker, and a walker, right? It's hard work and then finesse. The combination of the 3, Villa didn't get a chance when they were 3. When they were all there, 3 of them were there. A walker, a builder, and a blocker. That's a nice one, man. Faith, we should actually knock that.
Yeah. I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down right now.
A builder, a walker, and a blocker, right? That's what you need. And Patrick, you're absolutely right. This is not a game for Rico Lewis. Wasn't a game for Rico Lewis. Wasn't a game for Sergio Gomez. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
This is a game for the old guys.
Yeah. I want to add to that, Carl, because you're bringing up some fantastic points. The thing that I love to see from Diaz, just specifically talking about him, is I'm not saying he's in the same category as Company, but you can see where he's going. You can see over time that he can play that role, right? Like we talk about someone that maybe defensively something goes wrong, but I'm not letting you take advantage of me. I'm going to stick in with this tackle. I'm going to make you feel this tackle and remind you what kind of game we're going to have for the rest of this, for the rest of the match. And that's what Company would do. He wouldn't always be in the right spot, but he would make you feel it and know that I'm going to continue to be here. There's going to be a fight. I love the fact that he's healthy and he's come back to the mix. And the only reason why he gets criticized the way he does, right? The only reason why they want to many want to say he can't distribute the ball is because you're comparing him to a Stones and Laporte, which are arguably the best that are out there.
Yeah.
So it's a little unfair, man. Diaz is quality. There's a reason why when we had our defensive struggles, we wanted him in the mix and he played such a fantastic role. And having him back and being in this rotation and seeing the system that Pep's trying to put out that you've educated me on, man, he is excellent. I also want to add to the point, because when you were talking about Rodri, I want to jump in there, but I have to wait my turn. The way Rodri celebrated that header, right? And the point that you said, he made that mistake against Spurs. You know that's been weighing on him. You know the level of excellence that he has and he wants to bring to the team. He's been biting at the bit to be like, all right, let's go. Let me make this right. Let me show you why I am the best DM in the league, despite what's said about everybody else. And the way he celebrated, he was like, I think he hit his chest like 3 times. I think
Yeah.
he looked at specifically at City fans and he was like raising, like, get the levels up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Man.
He gets it.
He does get it.
He gets it. The guy gets it. He absolutely gets it. And if there's anything you've taken from today so far in this show between Vader, myself, Patrick, and Adam, is that when we look at Diaz, again, think about the builder and the blocker, right? You have to have that balance. You can't have all. Let's think about Barcelona. In the days of Barcelona, when Pep was reigning supreme around the whole world, he had, right, in the back, the guy with the hair. What's his name again?
Carlos Puyol.
Puyol. He had Carlos Puyol, who was a blocker. Then he had Gerard Piqué, who was a builder. Right? That builder and blocker. Builder and blocker. You can't have two builders. Right?
Yeah.
You can't have two builders. Laporte and Stones. Something always happens. There's always a mistake here. You gotta have that. Remember,
and you need one.
We had Diaz and Stones to build on the blocker.
That's why I believe in one thing. I'll pass the mic to Veda. That's why I believe in one thing, that if you have Walker, this is what people did not get. Like that's why I said Veda in the preview. It's not like I was insulting Lewis, because some people were not happy with me saying that Lewis has to hot bench. Excuse me. So not that I'm insulting Akanji, I thank him. But sometimes in a situation that we were in, you have to go to the odd heads, the people who have taken you out of situations. That's why I wasn't angry at Pep throwing in Bernardo, Gundo. I would do the same. I would just go look at the bench and say, whoever has been here for 5 years, get in, walk in. You know what I mean? Go get us. But the only thing is, maybe I could have done different is, hopefully when I do the preview, or when we do the preview for the Arsenal one, is I would like to see Ake back, just for the sake of, I know what Arsenal want to do. I know if they see 3 at the back.
I don't know, Patrick. I don't know.
Yeah. Would you use 3 for Arsenal? No. 3?
No, I would keep Bernardo Silva.
Really?
Because what Bernardo does in that false roaming 6/5/3 position, nobody else can do it. There's nobody else that can do that.
So wouldn't you want Ake stopping Saka like he did?
What would Saka do without the ball?
I'm just thinking, if we lose the ball,
it'll be interesting, because it depends on who, whether
I don't want to touch much on it, so that maybe we touch much on it.
Go ahead. You're right.
The reason why Pep probably played Bernardo in that position is because, as we mentioned in the show, Villa play a 4-4-2. So all of a sudden, you can have Bernardo play that role, because it's 2 strikers versus 3 defenders, right? So you can play that role. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen against Arsenal? Unlikely. Would I like to see it happen? I want to see Bernardo on that field with De Bruyne and Gundogan. I want to see them 3.
It is good, but he's always tried. Let's not forget, Pep has always wanted Bernardo, Gundogan, and De Bruyne on the pitch. That's why he used to shoehorn De Bruyne as a winger, shoehorn Bernardo as a winger. Because I'm telling you, when those 3 click, it's impossible for a team to get the ball or do anything. But so I saw he's been experimenting. I don't know if this experiment he would do it. Don't smoke, welcome. Better, what were you about to say? Do you think this experiment, how it worked for Villa, just a touch on Arsenal, not much, but would you still continue? Because Bernardo was incredible, but I'm just thinking, I was like,
Bernardo was fantastic, and I'm taking the slight error. I mean, the reason for the goal was Bernardo moving a little too quickly, put himself in a little dangerous spot, still in our own half, and that resulted in 1 pass, a chance on goal. But if we, and I don't want to steal any thunder from the preview, but if Pep does implement that formation, that set of 11, then it will be a patient attack that we'd have to display. It wouldn't be the up and down the pitch, let's try to catch them, because
that would be impossible.
It'll be really difficult to do with the pace that Arsenal have and how the quality that they do have in terms of moving that ball around. But hey, we'll be trying to break down what Pep does. So
we can do balls over. We can do balls over the top, because also Arsenal are too cocky at home and they have a high line.
That's another thing. That's another thing.
But anyway, John Smoke, what did you like from this Aston Villa game? To be honest with you, Kyle, before I go to Smoke, my heart was beating So Bernardo Silva's left back. I was like, what is this madman cooking
but
again?
Bernardo wasn't left back though. He wasn't left back.
Yeah, he was everything. He was.
Wait. When you say left back, you mean you saw like a formation?
No. This is what happened, Carl. So there was a point, Carl, when there was a point when we were in disciplined mode. You know, where you're being attacked. Bernardo Silva was the left back, sitting at left back, and I laughed. I was like, "This Pep guy is a madman. He's got a guy who's one of the best center midfielders there." And then, do you know what Bernardo's doing? He swapped with Laporte. Bernardo became a center back. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah. In transition, defending one spot. I remember. I remember.
Then he received the ball. Then Bernardo started playing around, and I was like, "Oh, if he loses the ball, Kakao will kill this man because he was playing around in the midfield." But then Gane was like, "Look at how patient he is." I think he was announcing, "Look at how patient he is," and he found a pass. You know what Bernardo didn't want? He saw Watkins was sitting in a trap, and they were trying to get him to make a mistake and then take the ball off him. He still didn't want to pass backwards. I was like, my God, that's mentality. He still found the pass frontwards when Rodri dropped back, gave him the ball. He took it and went back in front. The only thing I can say after watching that Aston Villa game is, before I give it to Don Smoke, where are you going to find another Bernardo Silva if he leaves? Because some of these jobs he does are too much. I'm thinking, who else does these jobs?
There's nobody.
Is it Maximo Peron?
No, Maxi can't do that job.
But
there's
the
nobody,
boy wants to leave, you know?
Patrick, there's nobody in world football that can do that job. There's nobody. There's no one in world football who could do that job. Let's be clear. Which is why the price of Bernardo Silva is very, very high. Which is why, for me, if the guy wants to give on the 3 in 3 years' time, let him leave on 3 in 3 years' time. He's worth more to us in the next 2 or 3 years than he is the money that we'll get for him going to. If he wants to stay for 10 years and leave on a free to go Benfica, let him do it.
Yeah, great.
Let him do it, Patrick.
Fair.
You know, Gundo, right? Before I even gone the Villa game, right? The closest profile to Bernardo Silva, but without the energy, is Verratti, right?
No one has Silva's energy.
In the sense of someone, because Verratti is one guy, he's comfortable with the ball in all phases of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He can drop between center backs, play in the middle, and play upper. But he's injury prone and doesn't have the legs of Bernardo. But that's the closest, and you will never get him from PSG.
Yeah.
So you will never get another profile. You just have to make peace with that.
So what was your thoughts on the game? Anyway, with the goal, with the Bernardo Silva,
right. If you look at the Spurs game of what Pep was trying to do with Rico, is what we've done with Bernardo in terms of dropping on that left-handed side of the midfield. That was basically Pep's vision of what he wanted Rico to do. Get the ball, assist in the build-up, and Bernardo carried it out to the tee. We basically won that game in the first 5 minutes. Because that's all we always cry for. Start out of the blocks quickly. Once we score in the first 15 minutes, we always know the game is set and done. And most teams, when they play against us, the coach will tell them, like, make sure you don't concede in the first 20 minutes. Because once we do that, you have to change your tactics. You can't sit back anymore because you need to open up. And you could tell the difference when the big boys are on the field.
Oh, yeah.
The drop from Diaz to Akanji,
oh.
people may not realize it. And you saw the tackle which Diaz put in. I think it was against Bailey or Watkins.
Yep. Bailey.
And that's what we want from a leader.
It's no nonsense defending.
The job of a defender is to let the striker know, or the attacking player, that I am here. You can't just do whatever you want. And once you get tackled like that, trust me, you're not gonna go into 50-50 challenges anymore because you're scared of an injury.
Yeah.
That's what the best defenders used to do. Is they leave something.
Don't smoke. You know that one of the principles around defending, what we teach kids in defending, is that as a defender, your number one responsibility is to delay. Right?
Yeah.
You're trying to delay that striker from doing something. That's the first thing. Which is why you watch that tackle. What Diaz does is that when he's 1v1 with Bailey, he's trying to delay him to get cover from Laporte or from De Bruyne, right? The moment he realizes that he can't delay anymore, that this guy's going to get near the box, he now jumps in and wins the ball.
Sure.
Go watch it again. It's for kids who are watching the game. This is what we teach, right? About your job as a defender. Number one is not to jump in, but to delay, and then jump in when you have no choice before the box. Go watch that clip again. Diaz, what he does. He delays for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then bam, when Bailey tries to make a move, right, to switch it to one another foot, and he jumps in and wins the ball. That's a defender.
And Gundo, that's defending based on the old school principle whereby they tell you one must stay, either the ball or the player. One must stay. No, that's what we were taught. When you defend, they tell you that it's fine. Both can go.
And do you know how dangerous that tackle was? Because if he mistackles it, it's a red card.
But
He could have got a send off.
But he's done that many times. Yeah. Well, Adam, before I give you the mic, let me just welcome a few people here. Big up to you, Veta Games. You're on the chat. You're in the chat now. You're here, so big up to you. Big up to you, Daniel. How you doing? Evening to you. Twisted says, evening, gentlemen and chat. FIFA, big up to you. I was there. Big up to you, FIFA. I think it could have been an exciting event. I saw on Mankinian where you said, what time are we going there? Big up to you guys. Great panel. Big up to you. The old guard knew how to get it done. Back line look solid. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Hey lads, how you doing, man? We actually never lose with Gundo starter. Gundo is very good. Our squad looking fresh and ready. Pepe plays same squad back to back. That's true. I respect Gundo for consistency. I'm pretty sure you're not talking about the Gundo on the panel, but maybe you're talking about both. You never know. He might change formation or the players, but he say he always wants to be unpredictable. Yeah, that's another curse that Pep has, and also a talent he has. Hit the like button. Thank you very much, Andrew. Bernardo was roaming the pitch to link the play. He's not going anywhere. I hope he's not. Bernardo's finished. Cash in. Twisted, behave. Twisted. Zaha is finished. Cash in. You should have cashed in 2 years ago with Zaha. That's what I can say, Twisted. Media say that Bernardo didn't say he want to leave, or else City would let him only think. I don't know, Andrew, some of the things you're writing here, or else City would let him only thing ever affected him was the Manchester weather. His wife and dog is happy. He's good. His wife and dog is happy. Wow, is that the John Stones dog? Diaz loves defending. That's true, Andrew. Loves defending. Big up to you, Andrew, and everybody in the panel. I'll go to Adam. And then in about a few minutes, we're going to finish this up because I know people are eager to see Liverpool get dunked on by Everton. So, Adam, what did you think about the game, man?
You know, it was a big, like I pretty much said it on Martin's show, where the fans played a big part in this as well. From what they did, from technically before 2 hours before even the football was kicked, the reception that they gave these the players. The reception that they gave them on the pitch during the game. It's like, you know that saying that we have that saying in the Champions League, the fans are the 12th man, like how Dortmund are whenever it's a Champions League night. Today felt like a Champions League night where the fans were up for it with all the stuff that was going on behind the scenes and everything. Yeah, the fans, they played a big part in this result. Yes, the players did their part. Yes. The fans played a huge part, and the manager as well, Pep as well, for the gaining the 3 points. You know.
Yeah.
There's a comment here about Big Mong in the game of two halves. Said it was a game of two halves. Luckily enough, guys, you're gonna laugh at this. Pep in his press says the second half was better than the first half. I'm not sure what game he was watching, or maybe it was just mind game. So, guys. Let me just ask this to the panel. I'll start with you, Carl. You can go to Veta, you can go to Don, Adam, before we end this stream. Thank you very much, guys, who are watching. Make sure you like the vid. After watching that game, I know we're going to do the preview to Arsenal, but how confident do you feel with this team after watching that game, going into that Arsenal game, after this Aston Villa win? Or you're like, no, it was Villa. I think Arsenal be a different animal, so we still have to go up another gear.
Veda, go ahead. Let's go.
I really love the response that I saw from the team, and there's a lot of confidence that I have because of what dropped just a week ago. It was just a week ago this news dropped and this whole whirlwind and everything that was circulating around the club, right? So to have to wait and see how they were going to respond, I was amped. I was amped for how every player played, for how the manager set them up, because they were definitely well coached, and the way the fans responded. I'm going into this match against Arsenal with high confidence. We're playing in their house. They're still the favorites. They're still favored to win this league, but I'm going in with confidence.
Yeah, go ahead, John Small. What about yourself after watching this game?
You know, Patrick, right? It was evident in that Spurs second half at home. When we play football, man, I don't care who the opponent is. Not many teams can live with us. And we saw Villa in the first half. This is the same Villa which we drew 1-1 against them. It's not like they're a bad team overnight. And this was their first loss away from home in 4 games. It's not that at the end of the day, we've seen in the Premier League anyone can beat anyone. Right. Brentford showed it against Arsenal. So at the end of the day, they're still a good team, good players. But when we turn it up a notch, it doesn't matter whether we're playing home or away or who the opponent is. There aren't many, and we saw when all our big players on the occasion when they perform and play to standard, man. This is the same Arsenal team we've been beating season after season, right? And by these same players, it's not like it's a new team that we're playing. No, majority is the same squad. And if we rise to the occasion, man, trust me, Arsenal won't know what hit them.
Okay, let me just see this. Big up to you, Conway, for the super chat 899. Thank you very much. It says, big to you guys. Big up to you guys. Pat recently discovered your channel, Veda and Gundo as well. Great insightful content on here on the spaces as well. Big up to Adam as well, my bro. Thank you very much, Conway, and thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, Conway, and welcome to the True City family. I'm just this close to start a community. Anyway, let's go to Adam. Adam, Conway says hi to you, but Adam, what are your thoughts about after this game? What are your thoughts? Do you feel confident for that Arsenal game? Do you want to start trolling people on Twitter?
Hey, generally speaking, I'm confident. Generally speaking, I'm confident for that game. I've already begun trolling people.
Oh, gosh.
I've even changed my profile on Twitter.
Man.
You will see, just for the fun of it, so I can troll some fans. But generally speaking, trolling aside, I think we'll win that game. Generally speaking, yes, I know Arsenal are not per se they're doing something special, and per se both teams lately have not been in the great run of form. But I think we will have what it takes to beat them. Generally speaking, and I think we will. I know it's too early to say the score prediction, but I could see it being a 2-1 win or possibly even a 3-1 win. But I'm confident that we will get all 3 points, generally speaking.
Okay, grand. So go ahead, Gonda. You can close the show.
Yeah. So everyone, thanks for joining us. Regarding Arsenal, we'll talk about Arsenal because what we want to do when we do the preview is do some detailed analysis about Arsenal's strengths, what they did, what they do, and our strengths and how we meet. So we're going to do that analysis. I believe Patrick is going to be on Tuesday or Wednesday this week to do the preview show for that. But we're going to really look at the details. I'm going to spend some time, do some analysis, and come out with the details so we can make a sensible analysis of what we can do and where we can be exposed and where we can expose them. But again, with the Villa game, for me, good win, 3-1, good first half. And we saw new things from players. We saw Laporte back. We saw Diaz back. We saw a Rodri who was hungry. Jack is still keeping that level. Jack is playing at this level. He hasn't dropped. He's playing at this level. In fact, Jack is playing better than Riyad Mahrez. He's playing really well. De Bruyne seems to be getting his rhythm back. Gundogan he looks great, man. He looks exceptional. So yeah, we move. Man. I'm looking forward to the game, man. And thank you to Pep and to the players for fighting for us on the field on Sunday. We really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you all, guys, man. Thank you for being here. We're gonna do the preview to the Arsenal game at 12 p.m. On Wednesday. That's when I'm off. Tomorrow I have a night shift, and I'll see if my good man Carl has got 10 minutes from his busy schedule. Veta, whoever, guys, Burn Smoke, Adam, if you are there, if the time suits, please, you can find me. But thank you very much, everyone in the chat. Daniel, Twisted, FIFA, Adam, Marwin, Let's go again. Twisted, Big Morgan, Conway. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, brother. And big up to you, Antal, even though you're a hater. Thank you very much, everyone. Hopefully, like the video. I'll try do that. One of the days. I'll try do the watch alongs. Go ahead.
Yeah, just one thing. The Champions League preview is supposed to be at 3 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Is going to be pushed back because I have some things where I have to do for work. And so probably be around 10 o'clock UK or 9 o'clock UK. So just watch out for that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Just go to Pitch Points and be able to subscribe there. Subscribe to Filler Games. Also get Filler Games to the mark of 500. Get Filler Games there. Thank you very much, guys. Goodbye. Enjoy Everton slapping Liverpool. Enjoy.